Prologue. The funeral they planned. They didn't announce it officially, but everyone could feel it. This was supposed to be the night. The night football finally said goodbye. The night the past bowed to the future. They called it a passing of the torch. They framed it as inevitable. They packaged it as destiny. A new star had arrived. Young, fearless, electric, Lamine Yamal, and standing in his way. A man they said had already lived his story. A man they said was borrowing time. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chapter 1. The world turns quickly. Football is a beautiful sport. But it is also a cruel one. It loves you loudly when you rise, and abandons you silently when it decides your time has passed. The same fans who once sang your name are often the first to question your place. And for Cristiano Ronaldo, this wasn't new. He had lived this cycle before. At Manchester United, at Real Madrid, at Juventus, at the international level, every decline predicted, every comeback doubted. Yet this time felt different. This time, age was the weapon. Chapter 2. The rise of a prodigy. Lamine Yamal was everything football loves. Young, creative, unburdened by history. He played with joy, with audacity, with the confidence of someone who had nothing to lose. Every touch felt fresh. Every dribble felt like a statement. The media crowned him early. Fans compared him freely. And soon, the narrative was written. The future versus the past. Chapter 3. The weight of a name. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't walk onto a pitch. He carries 2 decades with him. Goals remembered, records broken, finals decided, but also expectations. Impossible expectations. He isn't allowed to be average. He isn't allowed to struggle. He isn't allowed to age. Because legends don't get patience. They get judgment. Chapter 4. The Stadium of Doubt. As the teams lined up, the atmosphere was electric. Spain believed. The crowd believed. And belief can be dangerous. Every whistle aimed at one man. Every cheer aimed at the other. Yamal danced on the ball. Ronaldo watched the field. One played freely. The other calculated every breath. Chapter 5. Pressure built over decades. Pressure is different for legends. For young stars, pressure is excitement. For legends, pressure is survival. One bad game becomes a headline. One missed chance becomes evidence. Ronaldo knew this. He had trained for this. Chapter 6. What the cameras don't show. They show the goals. They show the celebrations. They don't show the ice baths. The recovery sessions. The discipline at midnight. They don't show the sacrifices. The loneliness of obsession. Cristiano Ronaldo was built in the dark. Chapter 7. The game unfolds. Spain moved the ball quickly. Confidence flowed. Yamal attacked without fear. The crowd roared. Portugal absorbed pressure. Ronaldo stayed patient, waiting. Chapter 8. Silence before the moment. Great moments rarely announce themselves. They arrive quietly. One run, one glance, one instinct refined over 20 years. Ronaldo moved. Chapter 9. The goal. Time slowed. The strike was clean, precise, unforgiving. The net moved, and the stadium fell silent. Chapter 10. What silence means. Silence is powerful. It means disbelief. It means respect. It means truth. No arguments. No excuses. Only reality. Chapter 11. A lesson, not a humiliation. This wasn't about embarrassing youth. It was about honoring process. Lamine Yamal will shine. His time will come. But legends teach before they leave. Chapter 12. Experience wins moments. Spain didn't lose talent. They lost timing. Experience doesn't run faster. It thinks quicker. Chapter 13. The media scramble. Overnight, the narrative shifted. He's not finished. He still matters. The same voices, different tone. Chapter 14. The cost of greatness. Being great means being doubted forever. It means proving yourself again and again. Ronaldo accepted that price long ago. Chapter 15. Beyond football. This wasn't just a match. It was a reminder. To athletes, to dreamers, to anyone counted out. Age is not the enemy. Complacency is. Chapter 16. Why Ronaldo endures. He doesn't rely on applause. He relies on standards. Internal standards. Chapter 17 The Future Watches. Young players saw it, not fear. Respect. Chapter 18 Legacy isn't given. Legacy is defended. Night after night. Chapter 19 The Final Whistle. When the game ended, there was no chaos. Just acknowledgement. Epilogue. They said it was over. They said it was over. Cristiano Ronaldo answered, not with words, but with silence, the loudest sound in football. End of Part 1. Part 2 When Time Stands Still. Chapter 20 The moment after the goal. The goal changed everything, not just the scoreline, not just the mood. It changed belief. Spain felt it. The crowd felt it. Even the commentators felt it. Moments ago, they were celebrating the future. Now, they were forced to acknowledge the past. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't scream, didn't pound his chest. He simply turned away. Because when you have done it for 20 years, validation becomes unnecessary. Chapter 21 What happens in a legend's mind. Most players feel pressure as panic. Legends feel it as clarity. Ronaldo has lived inside pressure for so long that silence feels uncomfortable. He understands moments. He understands that games are not won in 90 minutes. They are won in seconds. Chapter 22 Lamine Yamal's test. This was never meant to be cruel. Football has its own way of teaching lessons. For Lamine Yamal, this night was not humiliation. It was education. Talent opens doors, but experience decides when they close. Yamal continued to run, to dribble, to try, and that is important, because greatness is not built by easy nights. Chapter 23 The crowd changes. Crowds are emotional. They move with momentum. Earlier, whistles dominated. Now, hesitation crept in. Every Ronaldo touch felt heavier. Every Spain attack felt rushed. Confidence had shifted. Not loudly, quietly. Chapter 24 Why experience is invisible. Experience doesn't sprint. It positions. It doesn't shout. It waits. Ronaldo stopped chasing shadows. He conserved energy. He chose moments. This is something only years can teach. Chapter 25 The second half begins. Spain came out aggressive. High press. Fast tempo. They wanted a response. Portugal wanted control. And in between stood Ronaldo. Not as a winger, not as a showman, but as a reference point. Chapter 26 The burden of legacy. Young players carry hope. Legends carry responsibility. Every decision Ronaldo made was weighed against history. One mistake would confirm doubts. One success would be called luck. This is the price of greatness. Chapter 27 A body built for war. People talk about age. They forget discipline. Ronaldo's body is not natural. It is engineered. Sleep measured. Diet controlled. Recovery prioritized. Not for vanity, for survival. Chapter 28 Spain's frustration. As minutes passed, Spain grew impatient. Passes forced. Shots rushed. Talent remained. Composure didn't. And that difference matters at the highest level. Chapter 29 Ronaldo without the ball. Greatness is often judged by goals. But this night was deeper. Ronaldo pressed when needed. Dropped when necessary. He spoke. He guided. Leadership rarely shows on stat sheets. Chapter 30 A generational mirror. On one side, a teenager playing on instinct. On the other, a veteran playing on calculation. Both brilliant, but only one had lived what was coming next. Chapter 31 Time becomes the opponent. As the clock ticked, Spain fought the minutes. Portugal controlled them. Ronaldo walked, then sprinted. Perfect timing. Chapter 32 Why Ronaldo never panics. Panic comes from fear. Fear comes from uncertainty. Ronaldo knows exactly who he is. That knowledge is calming. Chapter 33 The world watches again. Social media shifted. Critics paused. Fans defended. The same cycle. But Ronaldo remained inside the game. Chapter 34 When youth meets reality. Every prodigy faces this night. The night when talent alone is not enough. Yamal would learn. And learning is the first step to greatness. Chapter 35 The final stretch. Legs heavy. Minds racing. This is where legends live. When others survive, they decide. Chapter 36 Respect in Silence. There were no taunts now. Only acknowledgement. Ronaldo had earned it again. Chapter 37 The whistle approaches. Seconds feel longer when history is watching. Ronaldo stayed focused. Because careers are remembered by endings. Chapter 38 The final whistle. When the referee blew, there was no explosion. Just realization. Chapter 39 What this match really meant. This wasn't about Spain losing. Or Portugal winning. It was about balance. The future must wait for the past to finish speaking. Chapter 40 A message to the world. Never rush to bury greatness. Never confuse age with weakness. And never forget, legends don't fade. They adapt. End of Part 2. Part 3 will complete the 15,000-word script with legacy, media fallout, philosophical breakdown, Ronaldo's career parallels, and a powerful ending designed for long-form YouTube documentaries.